This is a live stream, and if you're watching this on a replay, I might be interacting with the viewers, So, but let me tell you this: if you're looking for the live chat, you are not going to be able to find that until 15 hours after I've already finished the live stream. Okay, I'm talking to the people who are watching this on a replay. Now, you better watch this whole video, folks, from beginning to end, because it's, like I said, it's going to prove to you 100% that this year is the year that Seattle gets struck. Okay. And before I start, let me just quickly give you a rundown of how Elvis, the surface info connects to Elvis and Seattle. So Elvis was the first famous person who had anything to do with the Seattle Space Needle. When he made a movie, as soon as it opened, it was the Space Needle was built in 1962. It opened, and he made a movie. He was filming it, and it came out the very next year. So Elvis is the first famous person that had anything to do with the Seattle Space Needle. Now, Elvis is also the first famous person to take an injection on live television. And you know how important the needle is, okay, in all of this, what's going on now. And so when Elvis took that injection on live television, he did it on October 28, 1956, which is Bill Gates's first birthday. And we all know Bill Gates and what he's about, if you know what I'm talking about. And where was Bill Gates born? In Seattle. Okay? So remember, everything I'm showing you is connected to Seattle, Elvis, and to the needle. Okay? And Elvis, he was known as the King, and Seattle's in King County. Okay? And what state is Seattle in? Washington. Washington's the 42nd state. Elvis died at the age of 42. Okay, so that was just the ground, I'm laying the groundwork. Now let's get to the information. And if you see people coming into the middle of the chat and they say what's going on, tell them they have to watch from the beginning. Okay, so let's get going. Like I said, everything's not going to go smoothly, but I'm going to try my best. Okay, so Washington, the state of Washington, was founded 11/11/1889. Okay, now, like I said, I don't even know what I have next. Okay, so Elvis took the needle on October 28, 1956, the Bill Gates' first birthday. Okay, so from the day Washington was founded, 11/11/1889, to the day Elvis took the needle, it was 66 years and 11 months. Look, right now, all we care about is the 66, okay? The reason I'm saying that is because, see, I'm going to connect it to the twin, because Elvis had an identical twin that died at birth, okay? And that's what this whole thing is about, okay? That's why the Twin Towers came down. Now watch this. So the twin, we're just going to be concentrating on one number at a time here. So twin equals 66. Okay? And I just showed you that from the day Washington was founded to October 28, 1956, when Elvis took the needle, it's 66 years. Okay? Now, so what do I have next here? Okay, so Elvis was born on January 8th, 1935. So from January 8th, 1935 to the day Elvis took the needle, it's 21 years. Forget about these numbers. All we care about is the years right now. So Elvis took it 21 years later, that needle, after he was born. So what am I trying to say? So I showed you that when Washington was founded to the day Elvis took the needle in 1956, it was 66 years. From Elvis's birthday to the needle, it was 21 years. Okay, you see that? 66, 21 so far, right? Like I said, just hold on, folks. I'm going to tell you something. For the people who don't know, I'm not feeling that well. That's why I'm kind of shaky. That's why I might be going to the emergency tonight. Like I said, I'm not feeling well. Anyway, so far what I've shown you with the twin word is the 6621. Believe me, it's all going to come together. Just give me some time. I'm not looking at the chat, folks. I don't know what's going on in the chat. So far I've shown you that from the day Washington was founded to the day Elvis took the needle on October 28, 1956, Bill Gates' first birthday, it was 66 years. And from the day Elvis was born, January 8, 1935, to the day he took the needle, it was 21 years. So I have the 66, 21 so far, okay? Now, let me see what's next. That way we can, okay. Man, I'm super shaky, folks. Okay. So Elvis died on August 16th, 1977, okay? And he was 42 years old when he died. Hold on. So from the day Elvis died, August 16, 1977, to September 11th was 24 years. Okay? Pay attention. That's from the day he died to 9/11. It's 24 years. And from the day Elvis was born to the day 9/11 happened is 66 years. I know the 8 months and 4 days is important, but forget that right now. It's 66 years. From the day he's born to 9/11 is 66 years. And from the day he died to September 11th was 24 years. And he was 42 years old. Okay? So what do we get here? We get, pay attention, from the day Elvis was born to the day the Twin Towers fell, it was 66 years. How old was Elvis? 42. From the day he died at the age of 42 to 9/11 was 24 years. Okay? So far, have you seen what I've shown you? I showed you the 66 connection. I showed you the 21 connection. I showed you the 42 connection. And I'm showing you the 24 connection. Okay? Hold on. I told you I have to keep stopping because I told you I'm not feeling well. Let me just look at the chat a little bit and then I'll get back into this. Okay, now, what's next? Okay. All right. So from the day Washington was founded, from the day Washington was founded, November 11th, 1889, to the day Elvis died, okay, death and destruction, from the day Washington was founded to the day Elvis died is 87 years, okay, 87. And from the day Elvis was born to the day Seattle's going to be struck this year on June 11th is 87 years. Okay? Did you see what I just showed you? So from the day Washington was founded to the day Elvis died was 87 years. From the day Elvis was born to this year, June 11th, when Seattle's going to get struck, is 87. So again, it connects to the twin, okay? Do you understand what I'm showing you here? These are impossible coincidences, okay? Now, the year Elvis died, when Elvis turned 42 years old, a horse called Seattle Slew wins the Triple Crown, the most coveted race in all of horse racing. You have to win 3 big races It's called the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont. And he won the Belmont race, which was the end of the Triple Crown. He won all 3 races, a horse called Seattle Slew. That means to destroy, to kill. And 6-11, the day I'm telling you it's going to be struck, Seattle. And he wins the Triple Crown, Seattle Slew, the year Elvis died. Okay? And how old was Elvis? This 42. So Seattle was slewed at the age of 42. Okay? That's what they're saying. Seattle slewed at the age of 42. Hold on. So the ritual has already the mock ritual has already happened. Okay? The year Elvis died is the year that Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown, and he was 42 years old, and it was a Seattle Slew, the horse that won the Triple Crown, okay? And it's all about the crown because Elvis is the king, Seattle's in King County, and remember, Elvis died at the age of 42 that same year that Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown. And Seattle's in King County, Elvis is known as the king, and Washington is the 42nd state, okay? That noise will stop soon. It's just the neighbors are using the water downstairs. I told you I live in a small piece of junk apartment. And anyway, let me just take a break, folks. Yeah, exactly. I can, like I said, I can go through a lot more stuff to show you, you know. People are putting it in to the chat, you know. Like I said, I've shown all this information before, you know. This is just me kind of condensing it for you guys. Let me see what's next here. Yeah, I need your prayers, folks. Thank you. Anyway, I need to get to the video here. Hold on. So this is just a minor thing right here. Let me just show you this real quick. So in 1998, there's only 2 years in all of the 1900s that equal 222. Okay, 1998 equals 222, okay? And there's only 2 years. The only other year is 1946, and that's the year that Trump was born, George Bush Jr. was born, and Bill Clinton was born. All 3 were presidents. 1946 also equals 222, okay? And that's why Trump's going to get it in 222 also, right? I told you 2022. Anyway, 1998 it equals 222, right? And from the day Elvis took the needle in 1956 on October 28th, if you go to October 28th in 1998, it's 42 years. So it's 42 years in between the needle and 222, because the 1998 is the 222 year. Get it? So there's another connection to the 222. And from this year, you know, if you start from the beginning of the year, 1998 to this year is 24 years. And the word twin also does have a 24 in it. You know, if you're looking at my chart, it has a 24 in it also. And Washington's the 42nd state. And Elvis was 42 years old when he died, right? Okay. Anyway, also, and you know, I told you Bill Gates is part of this charade because, again, because he's connected to the you know what. Okay, you know, he's the leading dude on that, if you know what I'm saying. So that dude has to be connected to the space needle. Do you understand? Because Elvis took the injection on live television in 1956 on Bill Gates' first birthday. So that means Elvis is connected even to Bill Gates' birthday, okay? Now, so So from Bill Gates's birthday to this year, so if you went 1 year, remember, Elvis took the needle in 1956 on October 28th. But if you go from 1955, the exact day Bill Gates was born, to this year, it's 66 years. You see? And look at down here. The devil's in the details. Look at this. Look at that. 6666.58%. You see? That's how much time is in between those dates. 66666. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, what's important is the 66 here. That's what's the only thing that I'm trying to show you here. And hold on. Hold on. And also from Bill Gates' birthday, the day he's born, to Elvis's death is 21 years. Okay? So again, he's connected to it. So from Bill Gates' birthday to June 11th is 66 years this year, June 11, 2022, 66 years. And to Elvis's death, it's 21 years, August 16, 1977. So even he has it now. Now, here's another incredible thing, right? So let's just keep going. So what happened on August 4th? Because I told you that Trump's going to get his head wound on August 4th, right? Which is Obama's birthday. Trump gets the head wound. So what happened on August 4th? You had the Beirut bomb, the Beirut explosion, the biggest explosion we've ever seen that really happened in our lifetime. August 4th, 2020. And I told you I was born in Beirut, Lebanon. Okay, and it happened on August 4th. And, you know, I've been telling you that August 4th is Trump's head wound day. Okay, so how much time was from Elvis's death, the year he died, to August 4th, 2020? It's 42 years. See? The 42 again. And Elvis was 42 when he died. Washington's the 42nd state. You understand? And, oh, wait. What the heck? I didn't even put the most important parts, I think. Oh, no. I already mentioned it. So remember, Elvis is 87 years old right now. That's what's so important about this. You understand? It's all about the 87. And if you've been watching my videos lately, I showed you how important the number 87 is to this monstrous charade, right? Now, from Elvis's death in 1977, it's between 44 and 45 years right now. It's not going to be 45 years till August 16th. So from Elvis's death in 1977 to this year, it will not be 45 years until August 16th. So it's still going to be 44 years when these two events happen, the June 11th Seattle event and the August 4th Trump head wound. So on June 11th, it's going to be 44 years, right? So now, pay attention. So from Elvis's birthday, if you went forward 87 days, it lands on 4/4. You see that? Because it's been 44 years, right? And if you go from Elvis's birthday forward 87 days, because he's 87 years old, right? So we're connecting the 87. If you go forward 87 days, it lands on 4/4. And I'm going to get to what happened on 4/4 in a minute. And then if you go from 4/4, 222 days forward, it lands on 11/11. What happened on 11/11? Washington was founded. So you have the 4/4 connection and the 222, because this year is 222. Get it? I mean, 2022. Do you understand? And Washington has been dead for 222 years right now. This up to December 14th this year, Washington's been dead for 222 years. Okay? So, and Washington's birthday is celebrated on 222, even though that's not his real birthday. They changed it. So it's been 222 years from Washington's death. uh, it's his birthday celebrated on 222, and his original birthday is 211, February 11th, and February 11th is the 42nd day of the year. You see, you see how it all connects, and like I said, I'm not going to go into all the 42 connections, but I have to mention this that way you understand how important these things are. Like Seattle, Washington's initials SW equals 42 because that's what's going to get struck, right? Seattle, and it's in Washington. And Elvis was known as a king. Washington's King County. I mean, Seattle's in King County. And um, 611's backwards date. Pay attention. This is very important. 611's backwards date. What that means is, I'm going to tell you what that means. The backwards date of 611 is 722, which is July 22nd. So June 11's backwards date is July 22nd. And why am I bringing that up? Pay attention. So 611 is the 162nd day of the year, which would leave 203 days in the year. So the 203rd day of the year is July 22nd. That's how that works. So the 162nd day is June 11th. The 203rd day is July 22nd. You put 162 and 203 together, you get 365, which is 1 year, right? So that's how you do the backwards date. So 611 backwards date is 722. How many days are in between 611 and 722? It's backwards date. 42 days. And that's the only backwards date that can do that. Because no other the backwards date can do a 42. It's the only one. So imagine, like I said, it's impossible, these coincidences. Okay? And Elvis, check this out. Elvis, I told you Elvis equals water and Elvis equals reset, right? And Elvis, his name equals 67 forward and 68 backwards, okay? And I told you Elvis is the beast out of the sea, but pay attention. So 67, 68, right? Is Elvis forward is 67, Elvis backwards is 68. Now pay attention. So my other prediction is August 4th, right? That Trump's going to get his head wound. And the backwards birthday of August 4th is 529, because 529 is the 149th day of the year, and August 4th is the 216th day of the year. So 216 plus the 149 equals 365, okay? That's how you know what the backwards date is. So 529, which is JFK's birthday. JFK is the one who got the head wound. 529 is the backwards of 8/4, the day Trump's going to get his head wound. So 8/4's backwards birthday is 529. How many days are in between 529 and August 4th? 67 or 68 days. You see that? And I just showed you Elvis equals 67, 68. Okay? And those are the two predictions I have. And wait, this way you understand how it all connects. August 4th, on the old Julian calendar, August 4th is 722. And I just told you that 722's backwards date is 611. So August 4th on the old Julian calendar is 722. 722 is the backwards of 611. 611 on the old Julian calendar is 529, which is JFK's birthday, and 529 is the backwards of August 4th. You see, it does a complete circle. And I didn't know any of these connections when I made the predictions, because the predictions came from the Holy Spirit. Now, if you don't understand that, you were probably new to the channel, because I told you I didn't come up with those dates. The Holy Spirit did, and I explained how it all came to be, but not in this live stream am I going to explain it again. But anyway, so and by the way, let me just put this out there, since I'm, I want to make the video less than 30 minutes. It's 24 minutes right now, 25 minutes. Let me say this. I told you when Elvis's identical twin died at birth, so they say, we don't know what happened, but either he could have been killed or a sacrifice, or he's still alive. We don't know. But what happened was Vernon Presley, Elvis's dad, went looking for Elvis's identical twin replacement. And who do you come up with? Trump. Trump has the perfect birthday also, and he's got a perfect birthday. I'll explain it another time. So, and here's another perfect connection. This way you can understand it's not a coincidence, because I told you from Vernon Presley's birthday, the day he's born, Elvis's dad, he's born 410 1916, to the day Trump is born, up to that day, not including that day, but up to that day is 11,022 days. And 1122 is when JFK was killed. Ritual. You understand? So again, that's a connection. But wait, there's one more thing I got to tell you. So Trump, he's born. Oh, wait, before I say that, let me tell you something. So Vernon Presley's backwards birthday, Elvis's dad's backwards birthday, is 9/22. So 410 is his real birthday. The backwards birthday of Vernon Presley, backwards date, is 9/22. How many days are in between April 10th and 9/22? 165 or 166? 165 or 166 is in between his birthdays. And who's born on the 165th and 166th day? Donald Trump. You see? You see what I'm saying? These are impossible coincidences, man. We're talking like 1 in a billion. For all of these to connect like this, it's 1 in a billion. All right? Anyway, I think that's all, folks. Like I said, I could just, I could go on all day with all the connections. I just can't. It'll take away from what the video was about, okay? I'll get into the 42s and the 44s and the 45s in a different video. Because I mentioned the 4-4, I forgot to mention this, that I told you I was going to say this, but now I have to just rehash something. So I told you from the day Elvis is born, 1/8, if you go forward 87 days, because this year Elvis is 87, right? If you go forward 87 days from the day Elvis was born, 1/8, it lands on 4-4. Okay? And what happened on 4-4? And remember, I told you from 4-4, if you go forward 222 days, it lands on 11-11. Because see, we're in the year 222, and 11-11 is when Washington was founded. So that's why we're trying to connect it all to Washington, because Seattle's in Washington, right? And it's going to be destroyed. Elvis turned 87 this year in the year 222. So from 1/8, 87 days forward, it lands on 4-4. And from 4-4 to 11-11, when Washington was founded, is 222 days. Anyway, what happened on 4-4? Because I told you from Elvis's birthday to 4-4, it's 87 days. Elvis is 87 this year. What happened on 4-4 back in 1968 when Elvis was 33 years old? What happened on 4-4? MLK was ritually sacrificed. We don't know exactly what happened, but MLK, Martin Luther King. So the king, Elvis, the king whacked the other king. And where did this happen? Where did MLK get killed? In Memphis, Tennessee, where Elvis lived. So the king had the king whacked on 4-4. Okay? You understand? And I told you that that year, from 1968 to 2001 was another 33 years. Because from Elvis's birthday to 9/11 was the day the Twin Towers fell. It was 66 years, right? So from Elvis's birthday to 4/4/68, when MLK was killed, it was 33 years. From MLK to 9/11 is another 33 years. Yeah, and like I said, Elvis equals water. Elvis is the beast out of the sea. Elvis is the phoenix rising. He's the kraken. You understand? He's all of these things, okay? If you watch my videos, you understand what I'm showing. All right? And I think that's it. All right, folks. I'll see you guys. Maybe I might do another live stream on one of my backup channels. You have to figure out what my backup channels are. I'm not in the mood for it right now. So I'll see you guys. Well, now it's already past 30 minutes, so I might as well just show it to you what my other backup channels are while you guys are still here. Because, like I said, I do occasional live streams over there also. So have you gotten late to the chat? Oh, what the hell?
So have you gotten late to the chat?
Shut up.
Oh, what the hell?
Don't talk to me. How dare you talk to me? Anyway, so if you go to YouTube search, don't go to the Google search. Go to YouTube search. Type in Jurassic Liars Elvis Seattle, and you'll see this is my main channel, the one you're on right now. And then if you scroll down, you'll see there's my second channel. Hold on, all right, that's my second channel. All right, and then if you keep scrolling, you should find my third, and there's the third channel right there. You just got to keep scrolling. I'm not sure if you'll find it like as fast as I did, but anyway, so that's the third channel. Make sure you subscribe to all three. Even though I load all the same videos on every channel, except the live streams. Whenever I do a live stream, it's a real live stream. I don't upload a live stream to another channel. You know what I mean? All right, folks. I'll see you guys. Oh, and by the way, you understand that? Remember, we're talking about Elvis was known as the king. Seattle's in King County, right? And what was the 19th sickness called? It was called the corona, and corona means crown in Spanish, right? Or in whatever language. I think it's Spanish. Anyway, and right now all this queen crown stuff's going on. Prince Charles is gonna, they're talking about him being king because he's gonna be crowned the king soon. You know what I mean? This is all a ritual for these people, all right? But Elvis is who they're going to make as their image of the Antichrist. He is the one. He is the chosen one. I'm trying to make you guys understand this. Either his name is going to be the mark of the beast, or his image, or the number of his name. Okay, his number of his name, or his image. Okay, don't ask me. It's one of those three. All right. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna end the video. Like I said, folks, I could keep going on all day. Yeah, but I don't want to stop it now. It's at 33 minutes. People are gonna say, what the heck? I'll wait till it gets to like 34, 35 minutes. Let me see if I've missed anything. Oh, and by the way, remember I was telling you that from Elvis's birthday to 4/4 is 87 days, and then from 4/4 to 11/11, when Washington was founded, is 222 days, and Elvis turned 87 in the year 222, right? Guess what his, if you spell Jesse Garone Presley, who is Elvis's identical twin that died at birth, if you spell it Jessie and then his middle name and his last name, Jesse Garone Presley, it equals 22287. 22287. And I just showed you that Elvis turned 87 this year, 222. Like I said, if you understand that these cannot be, how many coincidences before you believe? You know what I mean? Hold on. Yeah, and let me just add this for the people who've never watched my older videos, who may never get a chance to watch it, because we don't know what's going to happen. Let me tell you what I discovered many years ago. That, remember, the word El in Hebrew means God. Okay, El means God, right? And Elvis has the El in his name, right? Okay. I could get into a lot of stuff with his name, but forget about that. El means God. So if you add the words you add the word El, the letters, to the word Janus, Janus, El Janus, because Janus is the two-faced God, and I told you that Elvis had an identical twin that died of birth. Elvis had to find Elvis's dad found Trump as the replacement. So the Elvis and Trump are the Janus, okay? And if you add EL to the word Janus, it equals the word Seattle. Exactly in gematria. It's exactly forward and backward, same numbers. L Janus equals Seattle. Before I end the chat, tell me what this troll is saying. I don't understand. What are you guys babbling about? Who is babbling, and what is he asking me? Because I don't understand. Because someone's saying something about answering a question. I don't know what they're talking about because I wasn't paying attention to the chat. Hurry up and ask me the question because I'm about to ban a few people here before I end the video. Ask your question. Ask your question. Yes, I already talked about the Crown Electric. Yeah. I already answered that question. I don't want to talk to you. I answered it in the other live stream. I'm not going to answer it again. My goodness. You know what? Just to shut your pee-pee hole, because that's what your name is. You got the pee-pee. I know you're a troll, okay? So knock it off, you troll. And for the people who don't know, the pee-pee is a major important thing to this puzzle, okay? Elvis's wife, it was even a pee-pee, Priscilla Presley. I'm gonna answer your question, you pee-pee troll. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, all right? I've already told you that 2022 is the most likely year for this event to happen. But if it doesn't happen, and we pray that it doesn't happen, but I told you it has to happen. Prophecy is going to be fulfilled. But let me tell you something. If it doesn't happen this year, I already told you it's 1,000,000% it's going to happen before the next president takes office. It's 1,000,000%. Okay, that's all I'm going to tell you. It's 100% it's going to happen June 11th, but it's 1,000,000% it's going to happen before the next president takes office. I've already answered that many times, but if you don't understand, it's not your name, troll. Get out of here. All right, I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm sure that's your name. Whatever. So you're the only troll, and you happen to have the pee-pee. You. Whatever, man. I'm not going to ban you this time. And next time I'm going to ban you if you keep it up. I already answered your question. And for the people, just to get people to understand why the PP is so important, okay? Let me explain it real quick. Since I messed up this video talking too much, might as well just get it over with and show it all. Let me explain to people why it's so important, the PP. Hold on, I gotta look for it. That way I can explain it. Hold on. Yeah, you can listen to the person who's saying they're in Seattle right now. And yes, go ahead and investigate everything. But if I was you, I'd get out as fast as I can. I'm telling you, don't waste your time there. Don't play games. All right. All right. So let me show you why the PP is so important, folks. Because it's a very important piece to this puzzle. Okay, so remember I told you Elvis, by the way, this is not how Jesse is spelled. It's spelled with an I. You can spell it two ways. The with the I is way more important, okay? Because it equals 67, just like Elvis does. But anyway, this is old. I spelled it not the right way, because on his gravestone it's spelled with an I. But anyway, Elvis and his identical twin were born on 1/8. So they're both born on 1/8. It's 1/8 would be 2/16. 2/16, get it? And August 4th is the 216th day of the year. And if you did it backwards, you put the day first and the month, it'd be 8181. It would be 162, 16 twos. And the 162nd day of the year is June 11th. So even in their birthdays, you have the August 4th date, which is the 216th day of the year, and June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. Okay, now, so that's connecting to the identical twins and my predictions exactly. All right, now I'm not going to show all that; it's just too much right now. Oh, here it is. So this is why, because I told you it's all about the 16 2 216s. What I just showed you, 162 would be 16 twos, and 216 would be 216 twice, whatever. So from Elvis's birthday, if you go forward 16 days, because that's 216s, get it? 1616 days, it lands on June 11th. You see what I'm saying? And what is the 16th letter of the alphabet? P. So it's the P. Get it? PP. And these people who run the media, they love the PP. All right? Every story is about the PP. Anyway, so let me show you how important the PP is. So the word PEE, because that's how you would spell the word P if you didn't write it in a letter. PEE equals, watch this, 26175510. It equals the exact same as the word God. That's why it's so important, because PEE equals God. So if you have two P's, you'd have God, which is the Antichrist. You understand? That's what this means. The PP is the Antichrist, because there's only one God. There's not two gods. Do you understand? All right. All right. That's why they use the PP. All right. And let me tell you something. In the last video, I didn't show this, but I might as well show this now. Let me go back, and since I made this video already too long, I might as well make it just an hour. So let me just go through what I didn't show in the last video. So watch this. So remember I showed you that the day Elvis and his identical twin were born, it's either 1818, because there was two of them born on that day, or 8181. It would equal either 16 twos or 216s, what I just showed, right? And 162nd day of the year is June 11th, 216th day is August 4th, which is my two predictions. Seattle gets struck on June 11th, and August 4th is when Trump gets his head wound. Now, check it out. Elvis, he died on August 16th. Trump gets his head wound on August 4th. Look what it equals. 162 with a crown. Anytime you see an O or a 0, it's a crown. So the 162nd day of the year is June 11th, or 16 twos, right? And if you did it backwards, if you do the date first, the day and the month second, you'd be 2016. 216. August 4th is the 216th day of the year, which is Obama's birthday, the day Trump gets his head wound, and you have a crown. Okay? And Elvis, he died on August 16th. August 16th on the military time is 2016 time on the clock. So he died on August 16th, Elvis, the date, and 8:16 p.m. is 2016. See it? You see how incredible that is? And who was 2016? Trump. Trump wins his presidency in 2016, and Obama was president, who's born on 2/16. You see? And he passed it over to Trump. Now, Elvis died at the age of 42, and Washington's a 42nd state. So if you go on the clock, 420, because the O is a crown, so 42 with a crown on the clock, 4:20 p.m. would be 1620. You see? It all connects to everything. You know what I'm saying? And look, the hands are on the 4. So the 42 is a 44. Get it? And it's in between 4 and 5. And Trump was the 44-45 president. Do you get it? Elvis died at the age of 42. Washington's the 42nd state. You got a crown. And 44 is the kill number. MLK was killed on 4-4, 33 years after Elvis was born. The hands are 4-4, and it's between 4 and 5. Get it? Because Trump was the 44-45 president. Oh, you know, because, and the word kill equals 44, and the word anti equals 44. Okay, and I told you that MLK, the king, was killed in Memphis, Tennessee, where Elvis was born. I mean, where Elvis was living in Memphis, Tennessee at the time. Okay, and I think that's it. Oh, I forgot. Here's another important piece of the puzzle. This is what I was going to show. So Elvis, look, Elvis died in Tennessee, and he was born in Mississippi, 16th state and the 20th state. Are you looking at what I'm showing you, man? He was born in the 20th state, died in the 16th state. There's your 162 or 2016 again. You see that? Do you understand how ridiculous that is, what I'm showing you? Let me see what else I have here. Anyway, also, you know, it's the same letters, you know, like I told you, the 216, 216s or 16 twos, you know, August 4th and June 11th. But anyway, so real quick, let me end it with this. So I told you that the 33 is also the number of ascension. That's why they use the 33 a lot, you know, for the people who don't know. Because Jesus was crucified at the age of 33 and he rose from the dead at 33. Okay, that's why they use that to mock God. But anyway, real quick. So Elvis, he was born in Tupelo, Mississippi. TM is the initials. T is the 20th letter. M is the 13th letter. Equals 33. Okay, TM equals 33. He went from Tupelo, Mississippi. He moved from Tupelo, Mississippi at the age of 13. He moved to Memphis, Tennessee. So he went from TM, Tupelo, Mississippi, which equals 33, to MT, Memphis, Tennessee. MT equals 33. So he went from 133 TM to the MT. And what happened when Elvis died? They all said he lives. Elvis is an anagram for lives, right? And he went from TM to MT because his tomb is MT. Get it? That's why he went to Memphis, Tennessee. You understand? Empty, because his tomb is empty. They're saying he's alive. Just like Jesus, his tomb was empty. Do you understand? It's mockery. All right? And what was Elvis doing the moment he died? He was on a toilet, which they call the throne, right? And Elvis was known as the king, right? And Seattle's in King County. What was the book Elvis was reading when he died?
According to Daily Express, as for what book Elvis was reading the moment that he died, it was A Scientific Search for the Face of Jesus by Franco Adams.
So Elvis, as he's on the throne, because he's the king, right? He's on the throne, on the toilet, because they love to mock God. Like I said, they call the toilet the throne. The king dies on the throne while reading a book called The Scientific Search for the Face of Jesus. All right, so like I said, you know, and you know, if you watch my videos from years, I've talked about this for 5 years, that Elvis died like a few hours after this thing called the wow signal. It was some kind of a signal from this thing called the Big Ear radio telescope. So they're saying you know, of course they're saying, I don't believe in aliens. They said it was some kind of, you know, extraterrestrial, you know, signal from space. And then a couple hours later, Elvis is dead. It came from the same year, and you know, it was August 15th. Elvis died August 16th, but it happened late at night, August 15th. This signal, and where was this signal from? Ohio. And I told everybody that Trump's going to get his head wound on August 4th in Ohio. Okay. So again, you can look at all this and try to figure it all out. That's right. Yeah, and I forgot to mention, I'm glad you brought it to my attention. Elvis, uh, in his concerts, he'd come out with the Phoenix outfit and dragons and eagles, but like I said, he wore the Phoenix because Elvis is the Phoenix rising, right? Uh, when he'd come out the concert, he would play the 2001 Space Odyssey. And I told you 2001, the Twin Towers fell is connected to the numbers I showed earlier. He'd come out with the 2001 Space Odyssey theme, and then this was way back in the 70s, right? Because Elvis died the Twin Towers didn't fall until 2001. So he comes out with the 2001 Space Odyssey in the concerts, and then what's his first song that he would sing was a song called C Rider. Okay, so there's three ways to see that. See means you could see with your eyes, so he's saying, I can see, or it can be the letter CC, which would be 33, which would be the 33, because I told you, God, Jesus, crucified at the age of 33 and rose from the dead at the 33. So they're saying he's the 33, the CC rider. The Holy Spirit went over the water. You understand? Who you think created all this? God created everything, right? And so he's the CC rider, and also it's the word SEA, like for water. You get what I'm saying? So he's saying he's the CC rider, and he's saying that in every concert. Okay, and I told you Elvis equals water in gematria, exact same numbers. Also equals the word reset. All right. And check this out. The Spirit hovered over the waters. Check this out. So in Genesis chapter 1, verse 2, I think, it says, and the earth was, I'm not sure which Bible they're using, but it says, and the earth was waste and empty, and the darkness was on the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. You see, it says hovering, right? Let me look for this. This is going to be the last thing, folks. I got to end it. Oh, but before I do that, you remember the story about the killer hornet? The killer hornets? They were in the first time we saw that they said that killer hornets were found. Of course, they're nonsense. It's a bunch of BS. I don't even believe there's such thing. But the killer hornets were found in Washington. And why is it important? Because see, the word hornet is an anagram for the word throne. It's the exact same letters. Because Washington is Elvis's throne. I told you. What throne is hornet? Hornets, thrones. But anyway, and if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it's called the Green Hornet? See, there's your Green Throne. That action figure was called Green Hornet and Green Throne, and it's known as the Wizard of Oz thing. The Emerald City. Seattle's known as the Emerald City, which is green. Yeah. Oh, let me look for that. Let me just look for that thing before I end this. There was let me see if I can find it. I'm not even sure I'm gonna be able to find it, because like I said, I have like 1,000 pictures here. Hold on. Hopefully I can find it. Because remember, I was talking about hovering over the water. This is very important that you know this information, because like I said, you never know. I might not be able to do any more videos. Who knows, You never know when my last day will be, folks. So that's why I want to get this out there for the people who forgot this information. I hope I still have it. So far, I don't see it. Where the heck is it? Unbelievable. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention when I was telling you that Elvis is an anagram for the word lives. It's also the word evils. And I told you that Dr. Evil's headquarters was in the Space Needle. You see? Dr. Evils is an anagram for Elvis in that stupid uh, Mike Myers crap movies. Uh, and what was that? Dr. Evil. I don't remember the stupid name now. Oh, Austin Powers. Yeah. And look who's playing Elvis? Austin Butler. You know, the in the movie. Um, why did I bring that up? Oh, because Elvis is an anagram for Levi's too. And I told you Levi's is the word like jeans, right? And jeans is like the DNA. It's another connection, right? Like you could say the word jeans, like, you know, in your DNA. And then everybody wore Levi's. Elvis is an anagram for Levi's. Everybody wore Levi's. Because I told you Elvis is going to be the mark of the beast, somehow connected to it. Don't ask me exactly how, but he's connected to it. Like I said, I'm searching. It's hard to find. Hold on, I got this one last thing to show, man. I hope I can find it. It's very important. I don't see it. Unbelievable. You gotta be kidding me. Let me go back one more time, folks, because it's important that I show this. No, there's actually a Levi 611, by the way. If you don't know it, there's actually a Levi 611. Is there such thing as a Levi 611? Well, it says it right here, Levi 611. You can buy it. You can look it up for yourself. I don't have to show it to you. It says it right there. I need to find this one thing, folks, and then I'm going to end it. Come on. Where is it? Please tell me I didn't erase it. Oh, here it is. I can't believe I didn't find it. It's so stupid. All right. Okay, now pay attention, because it's kind of difficult to understand, okay? Okay, so if you look at the letters, so A is 1, and, you know, it just goes all the way across up to Z is 26, right? Now, oops. Pay attention. So Elvis going forward, don't look over here yet. Elvis going forward, E is the 5th letter, L is the 12th letter, V is the 20th letter, I is the 9th letter, S is the 19th letter, okay? So Elvis equals 67 going forward in the alphabets if you were to look at this chart, okay? Now, if you go backwards, because that's what this is a backwards chart. Now Z is 1 and not the 26. A is now 26. Now, if you were to take the backwards letters of Elvis, what would it be? Let me show you. Okay? The backwards letters of Elvis, E is the 5th letter, right? So now it would be V. V is the 5th letter, right? So you have a V. L is the 12th letter. You go to the 12th letter. That's an O. So now you have a V and an O. V is the 22nd letter, so you go to the 22nd letter, you have an E. So you have E, O, V. I is the 9th letter, you go to R, so you have R. So now you have a V, an R, an O, and an E. Now what's the last one? S. S is the 19th letter, you go to the 19th letter, you get H. So now listen to the letters. H, V, O, R, E. So Elvis backwards equals the word. What word can you make? You can only make one word with this. Elvis backwards. These are the letters. See, this is the forward letters. This is the backwards letters. VOERH. Let's see who gets it first. Yep, you guys got it. That's right. Because I've shown this before. That's why you guys know. So pay attention to what I just showed. So Elvis is backwards is the word hover. It's only one word you can make with his letters. And I told you that he's the CC rider. And what was God doing over the waters? Remember in Genesis 1 verse 2.
According to narf.english.upenn.edu, 1 to 2 and the earth was without form.
Hold on. I want to find the... Hold on. God hovering over the water. Oh, man. Anyway, it says, now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness covered the surface of the watery depths, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the surface of the waters. He's right there. Hover equals Elvis. He's the CC rider. Elvis equals water. Do you get it? Okay. And like I said, Elvis is known as some kind of super being to these people. All right. There's no other way to see this. All right. Anyway, folks, I could, like I said, I could go on for, forget about hours. I could go on for days with all the connections I have. Anyway, I'm telling you right now, if there's any possible way you can get out of Seattle, get out now. I'm just telling you, get out. All right. Especially if you can't leave for a week, get out on 6/11 at least. And I'm talking about as early as you can get out of Seattle. Don't wait, till like 10 in the morning to leave. Get out as early as possible on 6/11. And what's it going to hurt you? What are you going to lose? Nothing. You lose nothing, all right? Get out. You have everything to lose if you stay there. All right? All we can do for you is pray that all of this is just going to be some kind of show, and it's not going to be so much of a disaster, but from the looks of it, it's going to be something beyond, unbelievable, like I said. So all we can do is pray for the people that are there. All right, folks. God bless all of you. And if you got in late, make sure you watch from the beginning, because this is so super important, this video. Watch from the beginning all the way to the end, okay? All right, folks. Remember, cry out to God right now. Get on your knees and pray to Jesus and repent, all right? Because I'm telling you, we don't know how much time we have, okay? Because I'm telling you, the beast is about to be revealed, all right? All right. So, like I said, stop your crazy sinning and get right with Jesus and cry out to him today. I told you, Jesus is God. All right. God bless all of you, and I'll see you guys soon. And make sure you subscribe to my backup channels. God bless you. End of video.